Hello everyone, my name is Chemist and today's my episode number 27 of our TH14 Let's Play. For today you can see that I don't have too much dark elixir, but I have solid amount of gold and elixir which I can use for nothing except for walls, and you can see that I only have one laboratory upgrade available, and in fact only two more king upgrades to wait for, and the event is going on as well, which I can get Clan Castle kicks, but I would probably use that for more frequent, like when I have more time to do the attacks. And of course, for the treasury, today is actually kind of special because if I don't collect the loot from the treasury, then I'm gonna go for max treasury. So I have to collect the loot beforehand, and in fact I can just simply, well, I can't convert resources for the day. So I will just simply upgrade a couple of walls at the beginning of the episode to spend some loot first. Or otherwise, I can't even call that all. I'm wasting some of the star bonus in that case. So for today, actually it's not too few dark elixir, but it's not too much as well. So it's actually kind of problematic whether I should upgrade the poison spell or plus the pet health, or poison spell plus a king or plus the pet health. I'm not sure whether that is even possible, but I guess we'll find out after I do some attacks. So let me just go and farm some loot first. Okay, so here's actually a pretty solid amount of dark elixir. You can see 14,000 dark elixir. But can I get it? As usual, that's the main problem. I will start this attack off with a World Champion charge. Let's try to charge out this compartment to try to take out this Eagle artillery with the World Champ, okay? So let's see if that's possible. So I'll use the World Champion over here, Rocket Spear immediately. The reason I'm not using the things like Haste File is because TH14 don't have Haste File. That's pretty simple reason for that. Well, otherwise I would be using Haste File. Let's be real, if the Haste File is available at TH14, I would say it's definitely better to use Haste File instead of like this Rocket Spear, because it doesn't really match well. Oh no, that's Invisible's place. Oh no. Oh no! I have to recall her, otherwise she's just gonna get wrecked. Anyway, let me try to use some goblins here to try to take out the dark elixir drills to double the loot. Let me try to double the loot. In fact, that's not a lot. Like, that's really not a lot. Let me try to use a Ice Golem, couple of Wall Breakers, King, Queen, Siege Works, and a Titan over here. Let me use 2 goblins here to try to double this loot as well. Double this dark elixir as well. Okay, let me spam this Twin Hawks. Start the Twin Hawks. And the World Champ. I have to start healing spell right away. And the issue is that I kind of missed the Warden ability. Bro, I thought that the Warden is with the World Champ, but the Warden is actually with the King. That's the problem. Because of that ore, I thought that that was the World Champ, and therefore I tried to save her, but then if that is the ore from the E-Titan, that was completely misunderstood. And now they are getting wrecked. Like all the Hawks are getting wrecked, bro. But is that enough? It is still playable. Like it's not completely out. Like it is still possible to 3-star. See if it is drill. So let me try to use the, okay, so let me shoot Headhunters to target. Never mind, that was a little bit too late. Oh no. I cannot do anything to protect the king. Can it work? In fact, it could be close, but I don't think it could work if the queen can't reach the storage from that compartment. But she can, so it is a 3-star. That was coming a little bit close to the end. And I got 21,000 dark elixir. That's a lot, actually. That's more than how I expected because of the double loot gained, from that goblin. What goblin is that? Never mind, it's depth collector, but you know what I mean. So basically, it just helped me claim a lot more dark elixir. That's really good. Anyways, I guess I can just go and simply do another attack. Okay, so this time it is completely the reverse. Like, there's a tons of gold, tons of elixir, but not too much dark elixir. But at least it is solid that I can probably try to get. So let's try, okay? So I will aim for this equal artillery as same as the last time. So let's try to use the road champion charge like this, okay? So start by using the road champion ability because, well, just because it is rocket spear. And that's basically the only viable one with with this electro boots at Town Hall 14, right? That's basically the only viable option. So that's the issue. Okay, so let me try to invest again. So that's basically the final invest. Is it enough? Like, I desperately don't think that's enough. Okay, it barely takes out the evil artillery, so I think it's good. So let me try to use a king, queen, siege bergs, E-Titan, a couple of wall breakers. In fact, it should be super wall breakers, but I don't want to boost that many super troops to waste my dark elixir because I really need dark elixir, and therefore I'm using regular wall breakers, which is much worse, but it is still playable, I would say. So it's time to start on my Twin Hawks. So let's try to start on my Twin Hawks. And the world champion recalled. Okay. Okay. So let's see. Let me first heal over there. 2 headhunters for nothing, actually. Pop warden ability to try to protect them through that Town Hall poison. King ability is basically forced. Well, my Dap Goblin cannot give me more Dark Elixir in this case, because all the Dark Elixir, there's only 13 Dark Elixir remaining. That's crazy. And basically, I think that as long as I don't time fail, it should be a 3-star, and I still have some cleanup minions and archers and Dap Goblins for cleanup, actually. So it should be a 3-star. It should be wrecked. Okay, actually it's flagging a freeze as well, but well, I didn't really use that goblins to get the Dark Elixir because that is like kind of inside the map, and at that time the king already forced ability. Oh my god, actually I've accessed shiny ores. That is actually interesting. There are some hero equipment that is really worthwhile upgrading. One is the Electro Boots, another one is the Magic Mirror. And I guess for future hero levels, the Magic Mirror will still be very good for the Queen. Like at level 18. I will need it at level 18, so let's upgrade it a little bit so that I need one more level to go, but I need 40 star yours, in which I'll probably be able to get more throughout this event by buying it using metals. But of course, I will try to purchase this Dark Crown before anything. So that's the thing. And for today, let's spend the loot first. In fact, it's kind of strange amount of loot. Like, alright, so that's a lot of loot here. But let me try to upgrade the poison spell first. So I will be maxing out everything in the laboratory except for the poison spell. And for today, finally, I'm going to be maxing out the whole laboratory, basically, it means. Yeah, so let me upgrade the poison spell to level 8, which should max out the whole laboratory. But I will still keep it here, just in case if there are 2 levels instead of 1. And for the builders, let me upgrade the Barbarian King to level 79. So one more level to go after this level. Basically, that's what is gonna happen. And I would probably try to max it out as quickly as possible. So just like that. In fact, I should upgrade the... Well, I don't know which one to upgrade. In fact, the lab assistant will be more worth it for future Town Hall levels, but for current situation, this is the final lab upgrade already, and this is the final, like the final builder upgrade already, so I don't really need them just yet. Okay, finally, there are two things to consider. One thing is the penthouse, in which I can afford nothing, right? But I can spend some metals, purchase some dark elixir, because this is really the case where I kind of need it. So let me collect some dark elixir here as well. So I will upgrade the last level 5 for today. Okay, so basically that's what is gonna happen, and basically I'm not really gonna upgrade further because, well, you know, let's see how is it going to be used at Town 15, right? If I go to Town 15, then last is basically not going to be used ever. Unless the diggy is upgraded, unless I'm upgrading the diggy at a ton, or otherwise I don't think there's any chance that I will be using Lassie ever again. So basically, it's fine to keep it at a lower level, but of course I would try to max out as quickly as possible. Especially for the Electro Owl and the Unicorn, which will be useful at Town 15, or even future channel levels, they are still very useful. So that's basically the case, and I basically run out of loot, so I guess that's pretty much it for today. If you guys enjoyed today's video, if you like today's video, don't forget to leave a like, comment down below, and subscribe to the channel for future content, and I'll see you in the next video.